My name is Gus Everard, and I'm a professor of physics astronomy at the University of Michigan.
My name is Susan Montgomery, and I am the Chief Program Advisor in the Chemical Engineering Department.
I'm Kenneth Balasovich. I'm a lecturer 4 in the MCDB department.
I am Lori Wood. I am with the Comprehensive Studies program and the program in biology.
I'm Professor Tim McKay, and I'm a professor of physics, astronomy, and education here at the University of Michigan.
I've been here since 1990, so the SLC was in existence when I arrived, and it was a unique resource back then.
The SLC gives them an opportunity to find a community of people with which they can work, engaging in the kind of effortful difficulty that they have to in order to really come to understand the subject that they're trying to learn.
I've been here for a really long time, prior to the SLC, so I saw it from its inception, up till right now, and my involvement has always been, very active, and my experience has been extremely positive.
They're proactive about how they set up study groups to make sure that there's very, very good materials and people to work with for our students. So over the entire course that I've been working with them, which is almost as long as they've been around, I very much enjoyed it.
We're very lucky in chemical engineering that the SLC is available to our students. We require our students to take biology, chemistry, and physics classes, and having them able to access the SLC peer study groups has been a tremendous resource for them and has greatly improved their ability to be successful in the class.
I initially, at the very first lecture, promote the tutoring. Just to say, if you feel in trouble ever, here's a great resource, and also SLC study groups.
We've done some informatics with Kelly to show the actual impact of the SLC study groups on student grades. So the average is about half a letter grade. That means the students can go from maybe a B- to a B, or a little bit higher by attending about half or more of study group sessions in a given term.
Students have greatly benefited from the SLC study groups in that by working with other students in their classes, they're able to gauge where they are in relationship with other students, whereas when they're on their own, they might think they know what they're doing, but they don't find out until the exam.
They have a whole suite of different kinds of support that aren't always available to every other student. I'd say probably the most important is a kind of social support.
And when you commit to a peer group, that adds another layer of kind of compulsion, if you will, to bring a student into a space where he or she knows that there's going to be other people there to support them in a positive way.
And I've always felt that students learn best from being to explain concepts to other students, right? And so students that come back have said that works really well.
I would share that it's a great dynamic student-led resource.
I would say to other faculty that the SLC provides an invaluable service to their students. And one of the first questions I have when talking with students who are in academic difficulty is, are you using the SLC? And services, are your students in this, are you in a study group as a student? So particularly for my fellow advisors, I would say that would be a great resource that I would make sure that their students are using.
I want them to understand the role that it can play for their students, how it can give them an environment in which they get an extra layer of help, and to not think of it as something that replaces important faculty roles either.
Well, I would tell a faculty member to first contact Joe and to have Joe hook them up with a person to tell them all the details about everything that goes on in the SLC, because it isn't just study groups, it's peer review and tutelage and things.
I recommend everybody, whether it's spring, summer, winter, or fall.
I would basically make an entreaty to faculty mostly to think about improving their engagement with SLC. Go visit the study group area over in Chem Building.
What the SLC has helped the campus to see, I think, is that we can build an entire framework of learning that does have faculty members in it, and it does have this large pool of beginning students in it, but it has all these layers that come between. And a major part of that is undergraduates themselves engaged in both learning themselves and in passing on what they're learning to their near peers. I expect to see on this campus the engagement of undergraduates in instructional roles like this expand substantially in the next 30 years.
Thank you, SLC, and happy anniversary.